look, no hands. I'm not playing the game right now. If you're watching this in the future, that means that I am dead. Basically, that's what happened, and I'm going to basically react to how I died. It was not the ghast who killed me. The ghast didn't really do much to me. I didn't really have to deal with the ghast all that much. Um, but you'll get to see how it was that I died. First, I couldn't remember where I was because I couldn't see my line of torches, and it took me a while to realize that that was one of those cube rectangular glitches that you get in the game, and I couldn't figure it out at first because it had been a few days, so I was like, what is going on here? And I eventually figured it out, which you will see me do eventually. Anyways, so, basically, I died. And I made a very stupid mistake. And I regret it because I've unintentionally killed this series at this point because my death is the death of the series because this is a hardcore Let's Play. And we're at 13 episodes, and I made a big deal about how I can play hardcore for a really long time, which is true because, you know, in terms of episodes, if I were to have made a Let's Play series out of any of my, like, older hardcore games, it would have lasted for, like, over 100 episodes, because that's the way that I am. But I made a really dumb mistake, and I know better, and I feel bad about it, and I have figured out a way to revive a hardcore world and technically start over. So here's the part where I, like, fix the glitch. I can do that. The thing is, it puts it in 1.9, which means going back and forth might cause problems, so I have a backup of the world. But I want to know from you guys if you really want me to do that. If you don't want me to do that and you want me to just let the world die, I'm okay with that. I don't like it, but I'm okay with it. I mean, I've revived the world at this point, so I can play with it on my own time, but if you guys want to see me do more, I will happily do that. It's up to you. It really is up to you. I'm okay with either option, but you gotta let me know in the comment section. If you don't tell me, then I can't really do anything. So that's basically that. So this fortress took forever. The video footage here that I'm reacting to is not going to show you just how long it took, but it took me a long time to find this. I was running around in the game for nearly an hour trying to find this stupid fortress, and I was really upset because I thought for sure that I was going to have to end the series because we were unable to progress, and it was pissing me off because, like, I want to get the brewing table, I want to be able to get the blaze powder so that I can get the eyes of Ender, so that I can do the stuff that I want to do, because I want to actually have boss battles in this. And it just was not working, and I was mad, and I finally found it, and I'm like, oh, good. And it's such an extensive fortress, too. It's not a nicely laid out one. Like, you guys will see how annoyingly mazy this thing is, and I was not happy with it, but it was still really cool because it added to the danger, so it was kind of like the suspense was really awesome. If you're wondering why I didn't record myself on webcam or record my voice while I was playing this, or playing around with this fortress, it was because last night when I recorded it, I was not feeling well. I was having a lot of trouble talking, and I think it was because I had just been talking too much yesterday, and I was really annoyed by that, so my commentary was going to be horrible, but I wanted to record some things because I knew that today was going to be a day that I was just not going to have energy to do a lot of recording. So, because I worked like an 8-hour shift today, and I was with kids by myself, and the kids were fine, for the most part. Like, I had one kid who hurt herself because she did something that I told her not to do, and another kid who opened the emergency exit and set off the alarm, which is really annoying, but he didn't understand. It wasn't like he was doing it to be annoying. Like, it was annoying to me, but it wasn't like he was being annoying, it's just a thing that happened. So, he just didn't understand. So then I explained it to him and he didn't do it again, so it was all good. But it was, yeah, a lot of kids today. just a large number. And, you know, multiples of tens, let's put it that way. Like, I can't say exactly the amount, but it was a big number. So I basically, yeah, I got sandwiched between blazes. This still was not the part that killed me. I'm good at dealing with blazes, even when I don't have a bow. And I need to point out that I went into this unequipped for the nether in hardcore, and I knew I didn't necessarily know better because I've done this before, but I did not have any arrows, and I knew that. And in addition to not having any arrows, I didn't have any potions, obviously. I didn't have anything, really. No enchantments, because we still haven't gotten that underway. But I know how to deal with blazes when it's in this kind of scenario, when it's in the tunnels. They're easy to deal with in the tunnels because I can duck behind the tunnels for a moment, let my health regenerate, and then I can go back in. And I can hear where the blazes are coming from, so for me that's relatively easy. I still don't like the whole turning corners thing, but I figured out a way to make it kind of comfortable for myself in these fortresses anyways, and sometimes like that there I can get the blazes to go after each other by running around enough. It's not like, you know, I can literally make that happen by doing that. It's a thing that happens with the blazes. So, you know, at this point, like, I had enough blaze rods, so I was like, okay, good, I have enough for some blaze powder for now, and I have a rod so that I can do my brewing table. So how far are we into the video? Not much farther. Okay, so I gotta kind of wrap it up here. So I'm like, okay, good. If I could just find nether wart, because it's like I wanted to skedaddle, but I didn't want to be a wuss at the same time. So it was like, okay, I know I can find nether wart. There's got to be nether wart around here somewhere. I'm gonna find a staircase eventually. And so I found this area, and I was like, well, it's not ideal, but I run around on top of fortresses all the time. It's a frequent thing that I do. So I was like, okay, this could work. I'll just make a nice bridge here for myself. This is fairly wide, which is good. So I definitely won't fall off. And I'm like, oh good, a magma cream that will, or a magma that will not give me a magma cream, because that never happens. I never get magma creams unless I have looting. And it's got to be at least looting too. So then I saw all the blazes, and I was like, that's 4 blazes. And then all of a sudden, these guys showed up. And this is what made me really angry. So I was like, oh, I'm going to run by. Nope. And that's where I died. What I should have done was dug myself into that tunnel, and then I would have been fine. But I didn't think of that. So I'm going to wrap it up here really quick because I only have about 30 seconds left in the video. But basically, if I had just dug myself into that tunnel like a smart person, I would have survived and everything would have been good. And I didn't do that, which was stupid. So unfortunately, that's what happened. So I will be right back. So what I did here was I went into 1.9 so that I could use the new Spectate World ability that you have in 1.9 with a hardcore world. That way I didn't have to delete the world necessarily, because I was like, I want to show you guys everything that is there, and I just want to take like a last final look at it. Because at that point I was like, well, it is what it is. So here's the house. Basically, this is everything. And this is what we accomplished, which, you know, for me is pretty good because I usually don't get this far in a hardcore in terms of building. I've never tackled something like that before, and this is the first time I've ever had the guts to do it. So, yeah, you can still see everybody's names in spectate mode. Spectate mode's kind of annoying because I can't, like, really, like, stop myself, but you can open chests. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do in it. It's pretty cool, but you can't go through portals, so yeah. But in any case, that's basically that. I mean, here it is. So, anyways, I'm really sad, and I'm really mad at myself for screwing up so badly because I wanted this series to last longer. Again, if you guys really want me to revive the world and keep going, I will do that. That's technically cheating. Well, not technically, it is cheating in hardcore. And I wanted to check out this cave because I thought I hadn't looked at it, and then I saw the torch. I was like, oh, I've been here. Goodbye. Um, but if you want me to revive the world and keep going because I've basically broken the series for you, I will happily do that. Um, if you don't want me to, if you want me to just leave it as it is, I will do that too. I'm fine with doing that. It's really up to you guys, like I said. You know, what you want is what I will do, and I'm fine with either way. So anyways, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I know this is a very odd way to do a set of videos, but, oh, it's done now. Okay. But it is what it is, so again, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like if you want to see more. So I will see you guys next time.